We got an exciting one for you tonight. I'm really excited about this one. I mean, I'm excited about all of them, but we've never done this one before. We're expanding our horizons. We started off with small businesses, ventured off into some politicians, the who's who of Kankakee County, with, if you will. You're raising money for a good cause. You're part of a fundraiser. We want to interview you. So we're interviewing anybody and everybody, the who's who's standing out. Well, tonight we got a good one for you. We got Leigh Evin in the lowdown, in the flesh, here tonight. You're going to see him perform. You're going to get to know the members, and it's going to be a good time, and we're hanging out. So, Jim, what do you got to say about all this?
What a surprise.
It was a surprise to me, too.
I think the people that are jumping onto the live stream right now, there's going to be a bunch of people pouring in at the moment. So, welcome to the live stream.
Welcome to the live stream.
Get fired up. You know, it's a great surprise because, you know, we're going to get people on this audience that, you know, one, we would never typically get a reach on a typical Live with Mike and Jim on a Thursday.
That's a benefit.
You know, so you guys are getting exposed to Live with Mike and Jim live, which is always fun because we want your comments in the stream. We want your people to share it with your people.
So share it. We got a big event coming up.
We got
this
a lot
month.
of people that need to know about this band,
and we need you to
Leigh
share
Evin and the Lowdown. Pretty interesting name, pretty interesting people, and I tell you what, we got a great culture down in this place where we're about to tour afterwards. It's a little different than a tour, though, tonight. We got something in store for you that's really special.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the ins and outs of a band, the life of a band, the struggles of being in a band. We're going to get it here for you right now, so without further ado, let's bring out the first type of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, she is Leigh Evin. We're going to get lowdown.
That's it, Leigh Evin in the flesh. Hey, thanks for having us over tonight.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you could even take a break for us to have this right now. So a little different than what we usually do, but a fun. I'm looking forward to something exciting. I've been looking forward to doing this for a little while since we talked about it. So let's talk about Leigh Evin and the lowdown and how it all got started. How did the seed get planted and how did it come about?
Well, I decided I wanted to teach myself guitar in 2001.
Okay.
And started, you know, going to open mics, whatever, around town where I lived in Chicago for a while. And then this guy saw me and he's like, "Whoa, you have an attitude. You need a band."
Yeah.
So I didn't think about it because I was like, I love Bob Dylan. You know, I want to be a folk singer and, you know, Ani DeFranco and all that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I started playing with a band and then they had kids, so they couldn't do it anymore, and moved back home, and met these guys. So, you know,
just knew it was like meant to be. Or did you kind of handpick them? How did you get the idea to put these particular guys together for your band? Were they in the right place at the right time? Did you just know they would be a good fit, or how did that come about?
Well, it sort of happened like my niece. She lived with Kevin, who's a guitar player, and I moved home and I'm like, gosh, I miss having a band. You know, what do? I don't know any musicians down here. You moved home, you miss having a band. Yeah.
Lo and behold, what do you know?
She's like, oh, Kevin, you know, and so originally he played the bass.
Okay.
And
so that was the first person you found.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
And then so he came to my mom's 60th birthday party, and
that was nice of him.
Yeah.
That was nice of him.
And he picked up a guitar. And I was like, "What are you doing playing the bass?"
Yeah.
You know, so he started playing guitar, and then I was working at the hotel Quality Inn, and my boss said, you know, she knew a drummer. She heard my music 2 seconds. She was like, "Oh my God, Nick!" So Nick Steele, everyone knows in town. He's played with Redneck Remedy and all over. So anyway, he joined the band, and then he's like, "Hey, I know Jimmy." So then Jimmy joined, and the rest is history.
Yeah, and I was listening to you earlier. It sounds like you guys got a little something that people are going to need to hear. And you can hear it yourself on the Rocks. Yeah. On the Rocks. Saturday, August 18th. That's going to be the place to be. A good summertime bar. You guys from the area know On the Rocks is one of the big time places to be in summertime.
So awesome.
August 18th, Saturday night. That's where Leigh Evin and the Lowdown are going to be. I came here straight from work tonight because this isn't a typical night for us. We usually do these on Thursday mornings. I worked all the way till 7 o'clock, came straight over here. So we got this going on. We're just kind of rewinding right now. I kind of like doing these nighttime shows instead of the afternoon shows.
I do too.
But nonetheless, On the Rocks, August 18th. Put it in your scheduler and check it out. Take it away, Jim.
So we're here with Leigh Evin. She is the lead singer and the guitarist.
Lead singer and guitarist.
Now there's another guitarist too, right? Lead guitarist. We're going to meet him when we come out of this room here too. So I always want to know, what's the day in the life of a lead singer and a guitarist?
Well, I get up and go to work at a restaurant so I can keep my nights free and my weekends free. They're flexible, so I can go play some shows. It's a part-time gig. Luckily, my better half has a good job, and he sort of helps us out with a lot of stuff, rearranging the whole basement, which you'll see in a little bit, to a band space. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I cook a lot. I love cooking. I make them dinner every week. Tonight is curry for Kevin's golden birthday.
Yeah.
I love curry, so it's spicy. I like spice. Hope you guys don't mind.
Yeah, Leigh Evin here. This Leigh Evin, she's educated. She's got a master's degree. She could have a very comfortable career if she wanted to, but she wants to pursue the life of a musician. So her heart's into this. She could go down this nice, safe, easy path, but she's choosing a harder path instead, the road less traveled, if you will. So that's another reason to go support her on August 18th and on the Rocks. So let's talk about your background and what led you into music and what experiences you have that led you to right here.
Well, first of all, I've loved music since, I think I was in my mom's belly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she also, strummed the guitar a little bit. And it's kind of funny because, I don't know very many women that get handed a guitar when they're little. And my mom didn't really do that, but she kind of encouraged it, and we listened to, Fleetwood Mac and all the...
Oh, yeah, sweet.
I love Stevie Nicks.
How old were you at that point then?
Well, God, just little, 3. I
Really?
just remember,
Okay.
yeah. And then driving down with my dad to Tennessee, and we'd always listen to the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, and Pink Floyd, which is huge.
Yeah.
Queen,
Of
so
course.
I don't know, I just love music, so that's why I just decided to change gears. I was a counselor, and it's kind of a depressing field, hearing people's problems and you want to help, but I kind of felt like, maybe if I wrote songs, I could reach people in a different way, in a bigger way other than just sitting in a room one-on-one.
Wow, you can. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, congrats.
Why not? I don't know. Everybody has pain and everybody, has triumph and glory and just life.
And I think you will reach to more people through music than you could through a career. You can tap into a whole slew of people. So yeah.
Seems like a driving force. We deal with a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of business owners and people that are doing something for a cause, kind of bigger than themselves. And it sounds like what you're explaining too. It's like you could have had the 9-to-5er and done that gig, but to choose a route that you're really passionate about.
So that's following your heart.
Guts. Yeah, that takes a lot of guts.
Right there.
I want to help people. That was even why I got into counseling. I want to help people, and the same with music. I want to help people. It's okay. I've been there too. It's going to be okay.
What kind of counseling did you specialize in?
Crisis stuff for universities. I worked at Loyola for 2 years and went to Eastern. That's where I got my degree in ISU. So, some college kids, and there's a lot of stress, at a Catholic university if you're gay. It's just, whatever problem I'm spoiled and my parents want me to overachieve and, they're suicidal or whatever, it's just drink too much because they've never been able to drink before,
a
lot of stuff. So it just seemed like all this...
So a lot of good music you can write.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To help a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. And let's help Leigh Evin. Share the stream right now. We'll give you a call out if you got some comments, if you've heard them out. You guys have practiced all around town, and not practiced, showed all around town and a lot of other places. Where are some of the places people can find you and watch you live?
Well, we have a Facebook page, Leigh Evin and the Lowdown, and...
Spoiler, too, everybody's going to have the option to see them live tonight. That'll be
That'll see them live tonight here for a little bit.
We usually do a tour at the end of one of these, and
yeah.
If we're doing a business or something like that, I know Simon may not
Yeah,
want
the
us
whole
touring
setup.
all around the house, so we got a special treat for you. But sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Okay.
Where are some of the other places?
The Spot we play at a lot. We love that place. They love us. They're good people. Love on the Rocks, the Looney Bin. Nick Huffman's a great guy. As everyone knows. I don't know, just anywhere we can, basically. The Feed, we like the Feed a lot.
Yeah.
It's a great art space. I don't know if you guys have ever been in
beautiful
there,
spot.
but it's a nice spot. And pretty much anywhere that will let us play. We'll play.
Where would you like to play?
Yeah, right. If there's someone that was on this camera, that little black hole, Mike's or mine.
Yeah.
If they could solve one of your dreams or wants, where do you guys want to play? Ask for something bodacious.
Yeah.
Like-
Where would
never
you
know
like
who's
to
gonna-
play?
Who's going to
You wanna play in the
dream?
city, right?
Metro, you know, Saturday
But
Night
Metro.
Live. Saturday
Right.
Night Live is like my dream.
Really? To play
Right.
right there in Saturday Night Live? Okay.
You know, I always
Yeah,
tell
it's like
people. Go ahead.
I don't know, it's like the pinnacle of being a rock star. It's like, okay, you can play the Grammys or whatever, but like Saturday Night Live is like, you're cool.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
understand
how
that.
awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to be a manager in WWE. And it's not that far out of reach. It's there
No.
if you really work for it and go for it, if you want to put the time in and all that good
Heck
stuff.
yeah.
Yes.
It can be done. It can be done. You just got to put the time in for it. So let's
Yeah.
talk about Leigh Evin and the Lowdown. Where did this Lowdown? I like it. I just like the sound of it. I like the way it rolls and everything. Leigh Evin and the Lowdown. So where'd that name come from, the Lowdown?
Well, I feel like the most important part of most music is a bass line and a drum beat. So,
Yeah, the drum beats
Makes
for sure.
sense.
to
Yeah.
me, the low comes from the low end of the bass, and the down comes from the downbeat of the drum.
Okay.
So it's like
Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, the band jokes that they're going to change their name to Nicky Down, Jimmy Low, and Kevin's and the. So, you know, the whatever else goes on in the air. But anyway, so that's where that came from. And, yeah, so, and they've known each other for a long time. And I feel like, you know, they have to click. The bass and the drums have got to be
Yeah.
So when
on
you're
point.
rehearsing, do you ever stop and be like, no, that's not how it is. Stop and let's start all over. Do you ever do
It's
that?
more like, I forgot my words, you know, that's what, like, stop, wait, I
And then you
forgot
start
my
all over from
notes.
scratch again?
Yeah,
right?
or we pick up, you know, in the middle where we're, okay, let's start back from this, you know, or whatever.
Okay.
So we're pretty in sync.
I always thought
you
that'd be
know?
kind of fun to do, to just sit back and listen and be like, stop! That wasn't right! Yeah, that'd be funny, but
No,
you'd be
we
the one to
don't.
do that. And you write your own songs too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I write all the songs.
All of them? So you play some cover and some write your own? Or how do you...
I don't do many covers.
So you're just straight up write your own stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
she's original! So we're going to hear original stuff tonight then,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Well, we're going to hear some original Leigh Evin and the Lowdown tonight here in just a few minutes. Anything you want to tell your fans and followers? That's something you got coming up soon?
Yeah, besides the, on the rock show, I guess we're just looking for more gigs, so if anyone sees this and wants to book us, you can contact myself or Nick Steele or Simon Topless, any of us basically on Facebook. We put a CD out recently. It's called Diamond, so you can find that online through
Yeah.
CD Baby. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, you know, all the channels, so
Yeah.
just search for that because we're really excited and we need to get it out there because I don't know, we're just proud of it.
What about how
Yeah,
many
that's
times
awesome.
do you rehearse each week? How much time do you spend rehearsing?
Well, it just it depends. Like if we're getting ready for the record, a lot. You know, we're
Okay.
like, you know, we spend the night, you know, like, you know, oh, we're gonna play longer and you know just to make sure we got everything
Okay.
together. But you know, and also for a show, we want to practice a little bit more. But casually, probably once a week. You know?
Yeah. Casually once a week. And then if you got something big time coming up, you step it up a little bit.
Yeah, like 2
All
or
right.
3 times a week.
And you've been doing this 17 years total, and you've had this band together for how long now?
2 years.
Okay. Well, we can still get words of wisdom from her.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think
bring
that'd
up
be
the words of
exciting.
wisdom.
You know, just a recap for you guys that are just
Recap.
joining the live stream. We've joined at a pretty exciting time. We're gonna turn the cameras around
This is
after we
different
get
than what we're
words.
accustomed to.
Yeah, it's I guess I'd look for something a little different.
We'll interview more
Whistle.
bands. If there's bands out there you guys want to interview with us and you want to get people to know who you are behind the scenes or whatever, or if you're raising money for a good cause, you're in charge of a fundraiser, or if you got a small business you want us to promote, this is all free. We just do it for fun. We learn and we meet people on the go, and that's just what we do. So feel free if there's any band. But this just happens to be the first band, right? And I kind of like doing this. It's like one of my favorites, so I'll do more of this anytime. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, words of wisdom for somebody starting a band or somebody struggling. Because here you could go one route, but you want to follow your heart instead. You could make more money and have more of a cush life, but you want to follow your dream first and give this all you got, so you don't have any regrets looking back. So, what kind of feedback or wisdom would you give to somebody that may? What if you could ask what would you tell yourself at 19 years old? If you could tell your 19-year-old self something, what would you tell that 19-year-old?
Well, same thing I've always kind of, you know, told myself from my parents, especially my dad, just be honest, be yourself, you know, and if you have something to say, say it.
Yeah.
You only live once, and, you know, that's it. You can't take money with you when you die.
No.
You can only take experience, you know, and enjoy what you have while you have it.
Wow.
And that's all, you know, and I'm doing it even if I'm not, you know, a millionaire or whatever. I am a musician. I have a dressing room upstairs. You know,
Yeah.
I live like a rock star.
It's
I
a really
absolutely
cool
love my
setup
life,
here,
you know?
man. I mean, I love this place. It's a cool setup, and you're going to see some of it here in a second. You want to go give them a taste of what you got?
Sure, yeah. Let's do it.
Oh man, get ready. So we're gonna start out with some live music, and after that, we're gonna actually we should meet the band before we get.
Let's go. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they're going to do a
That
little
way they
something.
can just roll into the second song.
Okay.
That's right.
So, you guys are just getting set up here.
Hello.
Here we got the drummer. You
How you guys doing?
You've seen this guy before, haven't you? Oh, yeah.
Oh, volume down on the
You've
phone.
seen it on the rocks. August
yours is on
18th,
the other
Saturday
side.
night. How long you been doing this for?
This band, I've been here. Well, I was the first one here, so a little over 2 years.
Oh,
so
you were?
3.
So you were the first one.
Yes, I'm.
And you got the whole ball rolling, huh?
Yeah, I keep
Okay.
going too.
Good stuff. You said here first. How long you been doing this
Here
for?
we go,
Longer
Jim.
than you've been alive.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. But you've been non-stop all that time, huh?
You have to be.
Man. All right, well, let's see what these guys got. Let's get over here.
All right, let's do this. All right, Mike. Here's your reminder. Get these phones turned down so our live audience
Yeah.
and everybody gets the best audio quality they can.
Yeah, we're. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Jeez. This isn't ESPN.
Boss.
It's not.
Sorry. You know it.
Hope the sound's okay for you guys. I'm trying to turn it down, so hopefully the sound's not too bad. Tried my best.
Alright.
On the Rocks, August 18th, Saturday
What?
night.
Introduce it first. Oh, there's my dog in the background. He's our backup singer. So, we're gonna play a song called In an Instant. It's pretty much about just getting along, you know. Why can't we just love each other? I know it just seems so simple.
Why can't we just love each other?
Why don't we understand? Why can't we just understand?
Let us know how the sound is.
You ready for another one?
Two
Sound
coming.
good though, Leigh.
Thanks. I was a little nervous.
All right, what's next?
You started.
All right, you guys ready?
We're ready.
August 18th. Be there.
Cheers.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, you guys are awesome.
Really appreciate it.
Rock and roll.